Hi, welcome to Maya's Crafty Creations. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out, chit chat, craft, and create with me. Today I'm coming on with a fun little project for stamping, and it is creating something similar to this page. So I bought a bunch of papers recently, and I bought them with the intent to try and recreate them on a smaller scale so that I could do it myself and have images of what I want. So this is my inspiration sheet. It took a couple of times to get it the way it worked because they have multiple colors in here. So they have green, really pale, then a darker, and then gray and black. So what I did is the first one I did, I used the stamp here, Touch of Ink. And I love this one. It's one of my go-to stamps, and I love that one and the butterfly. But it didn't quite work out. I feel like it's too jumbled using that one. It's just too big. Maybe, or it doesn't have a lot of detail. So I tried it again with the blue. So this one, I can do something with it. However, it's not looking this fabulous. It looks jumbled. So that one's going to go in my scrap paper bin, and I'm going to figure something else with that later. Then I tried it with all blues, and I think it's just the stamp. It's just not working the way I want it to, so that blue will go in there as well. And I did add the black with this one, so I started with a light, like silvery blue, and then I went up in color, thinking that that might work, and then I finished with the black. It just didn't work for me, so that will go in my scrap paper bin, and I'll figure something else later. Then I went with multiple colors, and I really love how this worked. This one worked out really well for me. I'm happy with how it looks, and it would make a great base, like a card for a card. So this would be like the main part of the page, and then the little sentiment. Really like how that one worked out. And then I picked a different stamp, a little bit simpler, and I really love how that one turned out. That one worked really well, and it is similar to my inspiration paper, and it started with the lightest color and then worked forward. So that one worked out really nice. This one worked out even better, I think, because it has two shades of black. So I have a pale one, and then so I use the palette, and then I use the archival on top of the palette. So that one I like too. So I thought I would share how I did it. So this is my inspiration piece, and I wanted it to be all greens, but I don't have that many greens. They're all distress colors, and I don't want to use distress inks on here. So I'm using the 6.5 by 4.5 by Paper Studio for my cards in the cream color. They remind me of the manila folders. I remembered the word this time. I forgot it last time. So I'm doing better with memory. I remembered it. And I've got all my blue inks. So, and I've grabbed silver. And it says scarlet on it, so I think I have the wrong color cover on it. Because that's definitely not scarlet, that's silver. Does it say on the back if it's silver? Yeah, it's silver. Then I have sky blue, smoke blue, which is my lightest blue, and then sky blue, and then Bahamas, and then harbor. So those are my from least darkest to darkest color. And we're going to start with that leaf from this one and from that other blue. So we're going to start with the silver first, and we're going to barely even see this on here. I just really like the way it looks. So you can barely see it, but it's a really gorgeous silver. And we're just going to bounce our color around. Just bouncing it, and I'm choosing the number 5. So I'm going to bounce 5 times with each color. So we've got our silver done. I almost said scarlet again. Then we're going to go to smoke blue. And that's such a pretty blue, right? So again, I'm going to pounce it 5 times in here, altering which direction I go each time. Sometimes they're going to overlap. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Let's turn it this way and we'll go crooked. So there's 5 with the smoke blue. And I'm cleaning off with a wipe in between. Next is sky blue. This is such a pretty blue as well. I'm going to start here. And you can see that really pops off of there. There's 1, 2, 3. And let's go this way. 4. And we'll go down here. 5. So I'm not going completely on the page either with them. And then the next is I think it's Bahamas is this color. Yep, Bahamas is next. I got blue all over my fingers. This one is so vibrant. It really pops, right? So there's 1, and we'll go this way. There's 2, 3, 4, and we'll have just the end of this one right up here. 5. Oh, we're gonna need a little bit down there. So you can really see it taking that look of the inspiration paper, right? All right, last color is Harbor. And this one is really a bright, bright blue. So let's go over here. Isn't that gorgeous? Such pretty blues. That makes 3, 4, and we'll go over here with number 5. So using the different shades of the blue, we can overlap them and they'll still pop through underneath with those other colors like we did. So we started with that silver, which is here somewhere. Silver here. Then we went up the next shade, the next shade, the next shade, and the next shade. Really gorgeous, right? And I figure you can do it with almost any stamp. There are some stamps that don't work like that. Other one was, for me, it was too busy. I think the simpler stamps will work so much better. I just think they'll be really pretty that way. I don't think a busy stamp like that one, maybe it was just too busy for my liking, that one there. Because it is a gorgeous stamp, but you can see the difference in the two colors. This was done with the Distress inks because I don't have greens. Apparently I don't have green in regular inks. I have a lot of blues though. But they're really, it's a pretty stamp. I just wish that it had worked the way I wanted it to. But this one looks really pretty, right? Those are really gorgeous and I really love those. So they'll go into my stash of my stamped pages. And I really love that one. That purple is gorgeous. Such a silvery color. So you can do just about anything with them. And if I take a smaller stamp like they had here, this one doesn't really match the leaves. So if I take another stamp that doesn't really match the pattern that we just did, like one of these littler ones, this one will work because it is similar to that too. And we'll take the black ink, find my little piece here. I'll take my palette and I'll just put it where there's a lot of white, kind of like what they did. So we'll just move it around. It's not like a big stamp either. So this one I can go without doing the 5. We'll just cover everywhere that has a little bit of white showing. And it really changes that. Go a little bit off the page as well. And we're done here. And I think that works too, because that looks really pretty and it looks similar to our inspiration page, right? Really, really pretty. So that's it for this one. I'm gonna come on with a couple of other ones, I think. See if we can't copy or do our own thing to have a little bit of that inspiration page be for my little pages here, which would be great for cards and whatnot. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.